What if your very first film could open doors you've never imagined? Well, mine did, and here's how. Don't you cry. Now, I've always been into filmmaking, but it's just something I didn't know I could pursue. So I would just integrate skits into my YouTube videos, and you guys could see that I loved to be creative. But I didn't just want to be bound to YouTube. I also wanted to explore outside of that. What inspired me to create this documentary is I met Silva on Instagram and I thought this guy was some stranger. I'm like, why is he trying to contact me? But when we started talking and I learned more about him and what he does and the Prax organization, I was quite interested in it and its mission. And at first, I didn't think anything of it. I thought it would be something very stupid, and I didn't think anything great would come out of it. I mean, we were so optimistic, though. Like, yeah, we're gonna get picked up by festivals. Yeah, we're gonna get our money, or the $100,000 I spent on festival submissions, but we're gonna get it all back, right? Despite all the challenges we face, I'm like, we could do this. Even though I'm all the way here in Canada and you guys are all the way there in Burundi, we could find a way to make this happen and to spread y'all's story. So, I wrote down a storyboard idea of what I would want to be shot, how I want it to go, what questions we should ask her for the interview we're gonna do. And we put it together and I used my editing expertise and I tried really hard to fix any audio and technical issues we had filming, because we're using what we have, we're borrowing equipment from the church Silva works at and then doing what we can with it. Despite all of that, we were still able to make something that got 2 award nominations. I think this story, it's about a girl who wants to help others. And that was insane. I just couldn't believe it. We couldn't go there, unfortunately. We couldn't find funding to go there immediately because it was in South Africa, the first one. But shout out to the Power 24 International Film Festival for selecting us. Even though it all felt great, you can still get those thoughts in your head that, it's not that big of a deal. I put all this effort, I put all this money. It's its first year. Of course, you're gonna pick us, blah, blah, blah. These ones didn't pick us. After more no's, right? And just thinking that's the only good thing that's coming out of that. Another nomination came in for an IMDb qualifying film festival in Los Angeles. The Venice Shorts International Film Festival selected us. People think that, this is all great, it's all a bunch of positives. There was a bunch of negatives in between all of this, a bunch of no's, a bunch of getting denied. We felt like we were doing all of this for nothing. But then those positives come and they remind us why we did this. It reminds at least me, and it can remind you why you should keep going in pursuit of what you want to do. In the millions of no's, there's gonna be one yes, and it's going to feel 1,000,000,000 times better than all the no's you got prior to the first yes. You have to keep persevering. One of the words Spike Lee told me when I met him at the Montreal International Black Film Festival, I asked him back then, what did it take for me to, make it at a time like that, being a Black filmmaker? And he said, you have to be relentless. While he said that I looked like a teenager and didn't believe that I was over 18 years old. Despite the fact he called me a teenager, I took what he said before that to heart when he said to be relentless. So go ahead and make that short film you want to do. This wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. I've made a short film before this. I was the writer and the co-lead in the short film, and the guy who produced it ghosted me. Literally ghosted me and the other actress that were part of it, and that film never ended up happening. And I was so upset, and I'm like, why did I trust this douchebag? But that's something that happened to me before I ended up making this short film. Don't think you're going to be relentless and it's just going to be a beautiful slide into happiness and money. No, it's going to be painful. It's going to suck. People are going to scam you. You're going to waste time on a film that never end up getting made. And you're just going to hate that the fact that you chose this life, actually. But I just want to motivate you guys and myself as well to keep persevering and be relentless, like Spike Lee said. And you look like a teenager, like Spike Lee said. it's fine. I don't look like a teen.
See the sky, see the clouds amongst the sun. See the day for everything it could be. Stop treading on that snooze button, run. Open your eyes and see everything it was, and is and will be all at once. See the truth, don't hide from others' love. Bask inside that alarm clock bug. We metaphysical. You're always dying and your death has yet to come.